Hi folks, it's been about a year since I took a video update on my high nutrient macro algae tank. It's still doing well. It's filled in the past year. Things are growing and I'm pleased with it, although I do miss a little more space on the sand, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, I have currently 9 fish in the tank. We lost a few. PJ passed this year, so did Barney, the little barnacle blenny. Both of them had lived older lives. I thought I lost Jet, and then I found him down in the sump. He must have went over the overflow. So he lives down with Perky, the Percula clown, down in the basement sump. But I got a few more fish to replace them. So currently I have Tommy. You see him swimming around there, the Tomini tang. I have Guardian, the yellow watchman goby. I have Angelica. You see her, they're all begging for food. Angelica, the coral beauty. I have over here Aussie, the Ocellaris clownfish. One of the new fish is Jack Blenny, the Midas Blenny. And I don't know if you can see under the hammer there. Oh, he just darted away. It's a royal grama, and I call her Violet because she's like a shrinking violet. She hides a lot. And then if you peek down in there behind the purple sponge, you can see one of the mask gobies. They are Ranger for Lone Ranger and Zorro, because they're mask gobies. And there's 2 of them in here, and sometimes they hang together and sometimes they hang at opposite ends. And the last fish is Blue Streak, which I don't see. Oh, there he is. He's the neon cleaner goby. I have really liked having him. I don't get much ick, but he does clean, particularly on the Tomini tang. On occasion, he cleans. All right, so as far as the corals go, on the right side of the tank, if you look down in there behind those pallies, you will see that the scallop has moved. But it's doing pretty well. And these green and brown pallies, I have to reduce their numbers every once in a while. I get in there and I just pull some of them out. And I know people feel that's dangerous, but it's always been okay for me. And then the beautiful purple plating sponge. I also prune it on occasions, give it away to folks, throw it away, and it always grows back just as beautiful as ever. And of course, my rainbow nems, I started with 1 and I always have around 8 in here. I give them away as I can too. Then if we look at the tank from the front, you can see that my yellow colored pallies are continuing to grow. The colony's getting bigger. I really enjoy them. They're just such a nice, pretty yellow color. And the Duncan has grown. It has about 4 or 5 heads now. And they're always big and full. And the Sinularia is growing. I may have to frag it and sell or give some of that away. Up at the top, I still have the gorgonian. You can see there in the background, I have replaced the gyra with a new pump. It's a Carefree DC wave maker. It was pretty reasonable and it has a lot of muscle, and it's dead silent. And so if it continues to operate as well as it is right now, I'm going to really be happy. My hammer is growing, although the corkscrew anemone tends to be stinging it. I'm going to try to maybe move the power head so that they're not touching so much. On the seahorse rock where the seahorse statue is, I still have the gorgonian growing there. It does well, and it's a more delicate one, but it's doing well. The aqua colored trumpets are doing great, and the purple pallies have expanded their colony somewhat, not like the yellows. I bought them at the same time, but they're growing slower, but that suits me fine. The frog spawn, it never did anything for a year and a half, and lately it has looked fuller and better, so I'm pleased about that. The neon trumpets have also started to all of a sudden pick up, and they are doing better than they had. That's codium between the neon trumpets and the frog spawn, and it's growing from that rock, and every once in a while I prune it. Down here in the corner is just like a macroalgae mess. It's got some red grape caulerpa, it's got Cato, I think there's, in the back, there's some of that Cupressoides caulerpa, but I really appreciate all the nutrients these macroalgae take out of the tank. I am down to a 5-gallon water change once a month. I was doing 5 gallons a week, and I'm starting to replenish the alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium with all-4 reef, and I'm still working on the dosing of that. Oh, and finally, I forgot to talk about the corky finger gorgonian. That's the one with the long polyps. I just love it. And behind it, nestled in there amongst the Pali Grandes, is a trumpet. It was probably the first coral I ever bought 25 years ago, and I still have it. So, pretty much in general, the 56-gallon high nutrient tank is doing wonderful, and I thank you for watching.